Good afternoon, everyone. I'm back with another movie review, and today is March 10th, and that means today's the 2 year anniversary of Scream Six. At first, I was going to start off with start doing my Scream movies review with the first film, but I said, hell, what the heck? Today is the 2 year anniversary of Scream Six, and I gotta say one about this film is I absolutely love it. Cause one thing about this movie is it show you they could pull it off without Nev Campbell, and we was more focused on the new cast instead of the original cast. I know Courtney Cox is back here, but she at least has some screen time. All I got really to say is I love the performance by Melissa Barrera, Jenna Ortega as the Carpenter sisters. But one thing I like about it is let's talk about the opening. I love the whole opening sequence of Samara Weaving, because originally she's supposed to play Samantha. They offer her the role of Samantha, but she turned it down because of schedule conflicts. But it's good to see her in another Radio Silence film, and definitely gonna do a review on Radio Night in the near future. Probably sometimes next week. But let's talk. It's all about Scream Six. But one thing I like about her character is she played like a woman in the bar and waiting for a date. It basically turns out she was catfish and all that, but at the same time, she was lured in the island. She got killed off, but she was getting killed by her one of her students. And basically, when the student went home, basically him and his roommate basically got killed by the actual real Ghostface. And you know who the killer was in this one, but I love how the opening is spiral side, but then when he went back to the apartment, then and little Easter egg, he was watching Jason Takes Manhattan. But when they about Scream Six, it take place in New York City, and I really like this film because I love the kills. Because it's the first time I ever saw someone really get a body dismember in there. I know the first film he was gutted because Steve was gutted, mutilated in the first film and all that. But this one is more like a first time you ever see a dismemberment in a Scream franchise. It's a lot of first time in this film and all that. Because I gotta say, because basically the movie actually take place after 1 year after the events of Scream Five, and Sam and Tara live in New York City along with Chad and Mindy. And also, but when they about Sam in therapy, she's still didn't recover from the events of the first film, and Tara just living her best life, make sure that the rest of nothing happened. But also, wow, in therapy, because basically it's like then Ghostface followed them in New York. But I gotta say one thing about this film is it's one because it's real brutal. I love the kills. I love the bodega kill scene. But here's the funny part about that. But when they because basically the first time ever in full costume, Ghostface used to actually use the gun and on a full costume, and also because basically every time the killer revealed themselves as the killer, they one time they were out the car, they revealed them as the killer. They used the gun without the costume, but this is the first time ever in full costume. Ghostface basically used the gun, basically a shotgun in full costume, and also, but I love the whole bodega kill scene, very real shot, and also, but when I gotta say, best part about this is Melissa Barrera's performance. Her performance is way better than she in Scream Five, but this one's where her performance basically got even better in this one. Of course, Jenna Ortega. I love Jenna Ortega. Big fan. I love both. But to me, is one thing I like about this film is basically it's like a new set of victims that take place in New York and Gail. But one thing I gotta say about Courtney Cox in this one, how big praise to Courtney Cox in this one. She basically finally got her moment. All these years in the franchise, she finally got her moment as Gail. She basically showed her moment. She basically the best scene in the movie with the whole 101 goes to in the apartment. But also, but one thing I like about this film, it's very decent, real written, very well written and all, and decent, decent, decent filmmaking, and the cast never disappoints. And I really enjoy this film, and I recommend. It's one of my top films of all time. I know people trashing it. They say it's woke, but one thing I like about 5 and 6 of the Scream movies is it's more diversity in this film because you show other people. They give it lead to a Mexican woman, a Latina woman. Nothing wrong with that, but it's mixed part because basically that's the biggest part about Hollywood these days. It's more like I know people trashing this film, and I really love this film a lot, and I always been a fan. I always been a fan of the Scream movies. When the first, I remember the first film came out. I was like 10 years old when the first film came out, and next year, I can't believe next year will be the 30th anniversary of the first film. Cause, cause one thing about this movie, it revived the horror genre and who done it type of thing. But one thing I gotta say about this whole entire movie is I loved it, and it's one of those movies that I recommend everybody definitely go. We go back and rewatch it, and because I met Melissa Barrera at a horror convention. You know, such a sweet woman, and the rest of the Scream cast. But it's a lot because this is day one of my Scream franchise movie review. But I just decided to start it with 6 because since today is the 2-year anniversary of the film, and that's it. But I just all that, and I really I really hope everybody enjoying the week so far. Can't wait to put out some more videos. And my next review tomorrow of the Scream franchise review is I probably gonna do a random, or I probably gonna do 5. Probably gonna do a random Scream movie review this whole week. And I'm looking forward to. It sucks that Melissa Barrera got fired from Scream 7 and all, but to me, it's more like behind the production. It's like the things the dudes got out, look behind the scene and all that, and